What's going on YouTube? Earth Power here with Gorby. What you got for us?
Today we're bringing you a profile for Blurple 3.0. It's finally here! After like a month of talking about it, after base set came out.
So highly anticipated right now.
We're finally giving you a Blurple 3.0 profile.
To kick off our 1-year anniversary week.
Right? With the deck, whose namesake ended up on the Wizards website. Or the
Courtesy
Kaijudo
of
website.
this guy.
Courtesy of Mr.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I thought like, what are you talking about right now? Then I realized Blurple is like a thing that I came up with in Spencer's deck profile.
It's true. He did. So we're gonna make it a recurring thing on the channel. So look out for Blurple 4.0 when Evo Fury comes out.
Right.
We're just pumping it up a number every set. So
Third set.
Yep.
Third version.
Technically third set. Yep.
All right.
Get into it.
So first things first, we got the Japanese Fighter Dual Fang. You gotta run it, along with a Wind Axe, a Soul Swap, and a Twin Cannon Sky Terror.
It's pretty broke.
Best cards, NA. Shout outs to Dante. Alright, but getting into the actual deck, we're going to start with the water part.
Wait, that's not it? Okay.
It is Water Dark. Starting off with water, we've got...
Blue and purple.
Well, blue and purple, there we go. That's why it's Blurple.
Yes, indeed.
Because we're so damn clever.
Right.
Alright, so...
No one else could have come up with it.
No.
Just us. So first things first is the refis. It's just a turn 2 blocker to play so you can start trying to slow down the aggressive matchup, especially now that Rush has started to become more prevalent. You see more people trying to make that deck work. You know, using the Draken engine and the 1-drops that we got through Light. So.
Or aggro especially, and God help you if they open well with aggro.
Exactly. So refi, gotta slow it down, man. And then 3 Aqua Seneschal, quickly becoming one of like the defining cards in this game. It's made appearances in everything.
Yeah.
I mean, Control uses it to counter aggro. Aggro uses it to be aggressive. It's just so versatile. It helps you maintain a hand. And there's super sexy holo promos. So you gotta use them.
With evolutions coming, that card is going nowhere, people.
Right? That card is gonna be around for a while. And then 2 Frogzuka, just to deal with Gila-Flame. It's a big body. Trades with Gila-Flame.
Yep. Gila-Flame's still a very huge threat.
Exactly. Then 2 Reef Prince Urgle, just to, you know, start putting offensive bodies on the board and to start thinning through your deck, get to those key cards that you need, get to your Skull Shatters, your things like that, that really let you play Control. So, 2 of those. Then we have 2 Milporo, Council of Logos. It's a replacement Kirill for 2 more mana. Of course, Kirill being a staple in Control. I played it in aggro, in Duel Masters as well. But it's 2 mana more. It's the exact same thing Kirill does. Sends an opponent's creature to the top of their deck. It's just great for just grinding the game out. You know, if they have a threat on the board that you can't deal with, put it on top of their deck. Make them resummon it. You know, it just starts minimizing your opponent's advantage and maximizing yours, which is really what Control aims to do. As CVH so eloquently said in his article about Control on AlterRealityGames.com. So
I actually don't have it. Well, I have an article about my Control deck.
Yeah.
I'm Milporo, though. Okay, Milporo is really good against aggro when they start topping and just like summon Dolgash, Milporo. Summon again, Milporo.
You know, back to back, that card just puts in the work. It's really important. And then, of course, 1 Tech Waterspout Gargoyle. You saw it in Card of the Week 2 weeks ago.
And in an old version of my deck, too.
It's Aqua Sniper, but it's still really good. It's a huge body, 8 for 5,000. And it can either put 2 threats from your opponent's side of the field into their hand, make them resummon it, or it can bounce an opponent's card in itself for reuse, which I've experienced firsthand, and it is not fun being Waterspout Gargoyled 3 times in one game.
Random 12 mana, bounce one of their cards in your own fumes, and then discard the card.
Right.
Just have all the time in the world.
It's true. Mana. So Waterspout Gargoyle. Then into the water spells, we've got 3 Logo Scan. You know, it's water, it's Logo Scan. You draw 2. Play it. Then we have 2 Veil Vortex. Initially, these were Rusalka, just because, you know, the body's nice to have against aggro to potentially trade with any 1,000 things that they might summon.
Gross.
But looking over the deck list and doing some test hands and things like that, I found myself wanting more triggers to deal with creatures. And Veil Vortex accomplishes that goal, because the only triggers I had that could deal with stuff on the opponent's board were Bone Blades and Terrapit. You know, that's not gonna. I mean, it does work, but it's just not enough to compensate for how aggressive some decks can be right now.
Adds a little more consistency.
Exactly. So that's Veil Vortex. Next we have the one Crystal Memory, just to sort of toolbox the deck up a little bit. If I'm, you know, I mean, it's only one because I'm playing multiples, a lot of the cards that I want to see. But if for some reason I'm not seeing them, or if, you know, I need something that I'm only running one of, like the Skull Shatter, Crystal Memory lets me search it out. So, and it's nice to have, especially against Rush. If I'm not seeing any early blockers and Rush hits a Crystal Memory, I'll search out a blocker. So it helps me compensate against that matchup. And then one Tech Spy mission, just for the extra draw power. You know, it's a 44 card deck, and being able to thin through it as fast as possible so I can start getting my momentum going is really important. Then into Darkness, we have 2 Scaradorble of Gloom Hollow. One of my favorite blockers in the game right now. It's basically indestructible. You know, I mean, it loses to Barrage and Bone Blades and things like that, but
Early game.
it's really, yeah, early game, you're just not going to be able to swing over it. It's hard to deal with, and it's great against the aggressive deck matchup. So we're playing 2 of those. And because it's only 2 civs, we have the room to play extra discard. So we're running 3 Fumes. You see, like in Christian's decks that he's been profiling for control for you guys, he's only been playing 2. But he's playing more than 2 civs. So he has to find room to make room for finishers, for other kill spells, that kind of thing.
I ran 3 in Water Dark Fire, though, for some reason.
You did?
Yep.
Oh, cool. Well, there you go. But there is room in this deck to play 3, so we're playing 3. It's just a nice body to have. 4 for 2,000.
Yeah, it's probably the most consistent discard card, so you want to bump it up to 3 first. Like,
Exactly. Before you play, like, your Spectre Claws, that kind of
or
thing.
even, like, 3 Puppets, I would say, is a little more
Yeah. 3
consistent
Puppets
than
is
3 Fumes.
overkill just because it's turn 6 and you don't want to see it that early, you know? But, speaking of turn 6, the finisher of the deck, 3 Dark Scaradorble. You saw this in the Card of the Week profile. Excuse me.
You're not excused.
There's none for me.
Nope.
But you saw Dark Scaradorble in Card of the Week. We talked about how it's arguably the best finisher that Darkness has. And it's arguably the best finisher that this deck has access to. You know, Water is kind of underwhelming.
Queen Orion!
I really like Queen Orion, I do, but there's just not room for it right now in this deck. So, I mean, I could take out like Gargoyle for it, but I don't know that I want more than 3 finishers in this deck just for consistency's sake. But, yeah, Dark Scaradorble, Break a Shield when it comes in, dropping these guys back to back, super dangerous. So it just starts turning the momentum of the game in your favor as soon as it hits board. So we're playing 3 to capitalize on that. And then the Razorkinder Suite, 2 puppets, 2 TVR Razorkinders.
The Lakshmi Suite.
Right?
That's
I am a Lakshmi.
We're going to have an Lakshmi battle.
Yes, we will. But Puppet, you know, it's the only discard where you get to look at your opponent's hand. It's great for just getting that knowledge so you can start planning your turns better, especially in the late game when one turn can decide everything. So, Puppet, great card. And then, of course, it's a Death Smoke with legs. This one here, the TVR. So, what's not to like? It's a big body at 4,000 power. It trades with a lot of stuff, kills a lot of things. Great cards. Darkness spells, we got 2 Spectre Claw. The early game discard's really nice to have, especially if you're not seeing any blockers early game. So being able to thin out your opponent's hand, especially in the aggressive matchup, is really nice. Because there's no guarantee that they're going to have the draw to compensate. And most Rush decks don't. A lot of them are playing, you know, Fire Light or Fire Nature. I've been the only person I've seen running Fire Water Rush, so.
And it's like the best one ever.
It really is. It's so good. I love that deck. But Spectre Claw, you know, early game discard. Good to have. Then we have 2 Dark Return. Because I'm playing 2, just because I don't have access to Keeper of Dawn, playing only 2 civs. So I can't recycle them to recycle blockers or any finishers that I need to. Whereas something like CVH's Dawn Control only needs to play 1 because it can cycle it back really easily.
I've never recycled Dark Return, though.
Yeah, you have.
I don't think
I've seen you do it.
Maybe with Foul back in the day.
I saw you do it in this game.
Really?
Yeah, I remember it too.
Yeah, you got back Sunstalk Seed and summoned it. It was like turn 9.
Desperations, I guess.
Well, yeah, but still, it's just nice to have to recycle blockers if you're feeling like you're against the ropes, or recycle a finisher.
And you use Foul to Dark Return to get the finisher out of your grave. So.
Great card. And then, standard darkness stuff. We've got the 3 Bone Blades. Kill things. Kill all the things. Just kill them all. 1 Death Smoke. We have the room for it. Yeah. Ooh. We have the room for the 1 Death Smoke. It's a really good card. Just to just plop on the turn board. Oh my god.
Gives you an answer to hyperspeed.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to get
That
at.
and Veil Vortex are like your only answers on by turn 5.
Exactly, to start slowing that deck down. So it's a nice tech choice to have, and it's good in the control matchup too, because a lot of the finishers that they summon aren't going to be able to attack short of Bolt Tail. So it's just
has some really badass flavor text too.
Right?
The cloud flowed over the land, choking everything in its path.
But life. And then we have the 3 Terror Pits. Oh my god. Deck's getting too small. Yeah, 3 Terror Pit. You know, it's darkness.
Does what it do.
Exactly. Kill things. And then the 1 Skull Shatter. Really great card in the control mirror. Just because it's generally kind of like Duel Masters was. The first person to play Skull Shatter in the control mirror wins.
Then the other person top decks a Skull Shatter.
And then we just cry a whole bunch.
Then who can draw the best, man?
Exactly. But it's another one of those cards that really just switches momentum in your favor that quickly. So it's a nice one-up to have. You don't really want to play more than one, just because drawing into them too early is no bueno.
And that's not good against any of the rush decks or aggro decks that are out there.
Exactly. I mean, it's decent against aggro just because it plays water, so it can maintain a hand pretty easily.
Still, Puppet's probably better.
Exactly.
Because you can get the dragons out before they play them.
Right.
Yeah.
So
by turn 8, your field is probably going to be more important to worry about.
So that's the deck, guys. Blurple 3.0.
Yep. So right after this, we'll be posting up a match with it, featuring it and some other decks. So stay tuned for all that.
Yep. Check out the social links in the description, guys. Like the videos. Like them a whole bunch.
Yeah. Just let's talk more about how much they should like them.
Mm-hmm. You click that button, it gets us noticed. It gets us more subscribers and therefore better content to you guys.
Yeah.
The more subscribers we get, the more encouraged we are to give you guys the best stuff we can give.
Indeed.
So, like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us all on Twitter.
Every time we lose a subscriber, we delete one of our pre-recorded deck profiles or matches.
We don't do that. I hope Carl doesn't do that.
He does it by accident.
I'll find that
Reverse
bracket tourney
cycling.
match in like 3 years.
Right? It's just going to be on his hard drive somewhere. Completely mislabeled.
Well, subscribe, guys.
Taxes,
Tell your friends.
1996.
Leave a like.
Tell your friends. Leave a like. Comment, subscribe. Social links. Happy 1-year anniversary, guys.
Yep. Stay
Thank
tuned
you
for
all
more
so
awesome
much
content.
for a year of great stuff.
And here comes
You
another
got-
year, right?
exactly.
A better year, even. Just going to keep getting better and better.
We're going to keep the Jeep riding. Hey!
Oh!
All right. Peach YouTube.
Alright, it's on now. So what I was trying to do...
Justification for that weird noise that came out of his mouth at the end of the Blurple profile.
He came a
I'm
little.
the first to say it sounded obscene and sexual and something that shouldn't be on a deck profile.
Herbert the pervert.
What it turned into Herbert. What I was trying to do was Young Hummer, you guys. Like, can I get a Young Hummer? Right? But then I laughed and it was sexual and strange. It's like, It's supposed to be a Young Hummer, which is also like,
Keeping the Jeep riding.
of course. But oh my God, you guys. Sorry. I'm sorry, Young Hummer. Like, that's not good for your reputation. Keep the Jeep riding. Links in the description below, of course. I'm just so appalled.
You should be.
Peachy,
That was
guys.
awful.
Made a good blooper, right?